Good morning, grade 4. I want to start my video by telling you that I miss you so much. I miss teaching you and seeing you in the classroom. But we will do that very soon, inshallah. I'm recording this video to explain to you the strategy of writing a personal narrative and to double check on the homework that was assigned to you on Friday the 6th. All right, remember I gave you an essay to write, and it says a tsunami hit your hometown, so you and your family decided to evacuate and find a shelter. Write a narrative essay in which you describe the events of the story. Follow the strategy attached below. And I gave you till Monday 9th. I know that the due date is over, but this is going to be a video that re-explains the strategy for you, refreshes your memory so you can double check your work and finalize it accurately. All right, so here we go. The strategy. Remember that first of all, in the introduction, you have to write an attention grabber. Attention grabber, I've asked you to write a fact. A fact means something true. And you remember that in the classroom we wrote facts about blizzards, about hurricanes. This time it's going to be about tsunami. So a fact, as I said, is something true that has numbers or dates. Okay, and I'll give a certain example to refresh your memory. Some blizzards may take up to 5 days, see, this is a number, to 5 days of continuous snow and wind. Okay, you might have researched and found one fact about tsunamis. The second step that you should do is write a bridging sentence. A bridging sentence includes when the event happened, for example, at 9 p.m. or in summer or in winter, in 1992, any notion of time. And where? So this is a place. For example, it happened in America, on Aras Mountains, I don't know, in your hometown, in Tripoli, in Minya. Just choose a certain place. And who, sorry, who you were with or whom you were with. Example, you were alone, you were with your family, with your friend, cousin. Choose someone that you were with. And you can certainly add, what were you doing? Okay? So, what were you doing when this natural disaster happened? Okay, the third thing you should write in your introduction is a thesis statement. And a thesis statement is a sentence that gives a hint, a brief idea of what will happen in your body part. Okay? So, do not say the whole story, just a hint, a brief, short, small idea. Example, despite being so young, means although I was so young, I was through a terrifying event. Terrifying means so scary, which I'm sure I will carry with me until my last days. It was my experience with a violent blizzard. Here, you know that the writer is going to write about a terrifying event that happened, which is a blizzard. He was young, and it was scary. See, it's very brief. I didn't say more details. All right. Remember, when you write the introduction, you should indent. Indent means leave 3 squares. Write those 3 points I've just explained. Skip a line now so you can start the body part. Okay? Let us explain the body part. If you remember, you have 4 steps. The first one is to introduce the problem. It means say how the problem started and give feeling. All right? Express your feeling. In each step, as you can see, you should mention your feeling. If you were angry, anxious, stressed out, happy, jubilant. So express your feeling in each step in the body part. I'll give you an example of how you can introduce the problem. The snow and rain started to pour into my room. To pour means to flow into my room. So I ran anxiously. Anxiously is a feeling. To grab the home phone and dial my dad's number. Dial means to compose the number so I can call my dad. I was terrified and scared. Feelings again, because I was on my own. This is an example of how you can introduce the problem. As you can see, you mentioned the feelings. Remember, feelings, feelings, feelings. Second step, tell how the problem got worse, how it became bad, more and more terrible. All right, talk about the trees, talk about the cars, how they were smashed or how they were sinking, or how the windows were cracking, the walls, the pipelines. Describe and show how the situation got bad and more terrible, worse and worse. Okay? And that is an example that you can pause and read, so you can have more ideas. But remember to rephrase. Do not copy the ideas word by word. Rephrase, use your own words and adjectives. Okay? Third step is to tell us who tried to help you and show some feelings. Example, my father opened the door, called my mother, and we packed our bags and headed to a storm shelter. Here your dad started to find a solution, and then you found the rescuers. The rescuers there came and gave us a hand, means helped us. Okay, you can say we all felt relieved and jubilant. Relieved means very comfortable, okay? And jubilant means happy. Final thing that you should mention in the body part is discuss the final outcome. Final result, how things ended. Plus give your feelings. I'll show you an example. Eventually means at the end. We were safe and sound. We waited patiently. This is a feeling. Patiently for a couple of hours means for several hours, until the blizzard completely stopped. This is how things ended. This is the result. Okay? So when you finish your body part that I've just explained, you have to move to the conclusion. All right? Just a reminder, use transitional words, words that link your sentences together, like first, then, later, as soon as. Once this was over, eventually, you have a couple of words that I wrote for you. Conclusion, you have to restate the thesis statement, means to say it again with your own words. Thesis statement, you find it in the introduction, remember? Thesis statement is the third point in the introduction. You should say it again, but with different words, different adjectives, different nouns, okay? But don't change the story. And then you have to write the lesson. Tell us what should be learned from this natural disaster. That people should be stronger, people should unify, people cooperate together, should be courageous, fearless, okay? But please do not write, I learned from the story that. No. People, citizens, human beings, children, I don't know, it depends on the story you want to state. Okay, that was practically everything. Remember to indent, as I said. Remember to skip lines between the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. Please use the past tense. We found, sat, rang. Everything should be in the past. Every verb. Okay, except the lesson. All right. That's it. That's practically everything. Please double check your homework, double check your writing, take it seriously because it's going to be checked. It's a very important step for you before the writing test. Okay? Stay safe, and I'll see you soon, inshallah, at school.